I recently had genetic testing done because I am a bladder cancer patient, and one of the things I've been wondering is this something that is genetic that I'm carrying with me, or is this something that's environmental? One thing that every cancer patient wonders is, what caused my cancer? Was it something that I ate? Was it something I was exposed to? Or is it something that's just in my genetic makeup that I inherited from my ancestors? So in a previous video, I did tell everyone that I do have a genetic mutation that was found in the genetic testing that I was done. It's called RAD51C, and it was linked to multiple cancers. So I was waiting to hear from a genetic counselor so I could get more specifics about the RAD51C mutation and what it means and if it had links to my bladder cancer. In the genetic counseling appointment, they told me that the mutation is actually related to two female cancers, female breast cancer and ovarian cancer. One other risk that they did let me know about that is a very small risk is the possibility of future generations contracting a condition called Fanconi anemia, which is a birth defect, and that would come from two parents that both carry the RAD51C mutation. So that is something that they also told me to look out for with that mutation if any of my children or any of my family members were to find a partner to have a child with that carry the RAD51C also. Now, there's about a 1% chance of a person in the population having the RAD51C, and so you would take a 1% chance of one of my family members having the RAD51 and a 1% chance of them finding a life partner that has RAD51, and it's a very small chance. So it's not a huge risk to consider, but it is something to keep in the back of our minds if any of my other family members have the RAD51C mutation. The counselor did qualify that the results are based on what they know now about this mutation, that mutation science is always evolving. They're always learning more about mutations, and 10 years from now, they might learn that there is a link between the RAD51C and bladder cancer. But for now, there is no direct link with my mutation to the cancer that I had. But what this is doing is it's informing female members of my family, my mom, my sister, my nieces, my cousins, that this mutation may exist with them. And what's really cool is that this genetic testing company, Invitae, I'll go ahead and tag them in the post, they are offering free genetic testing for this specific mutation to members of my family that are over the age of 18. So that is a really cool outcome from this. I don't wish this mutation on any of the members of my family, but if they are to find it, then that would allow that family member to be more proactive in monitoring and in care for their body as they continue to age and progress through life. So if genetic testing is something that does interest you as a bladder cancer patient or as a cancer patient in general, I highly suggest you at least ask your healthcare provider about genetic testing and whether or not you would qualify. In my case, the cancer clinic that I go to wrote up a rationale about my family history and history of cancer in my family and sent it off to Invitae. Invitae did a really nice job of getting back with me and letting me know what the quote was for the genetic testing. Before I shelled out thousands of dollars, they let me know what they thought my insurance would cover, and they gave me a guaranteed quote that they stood by, and I only paid a very small amount for this genetic testing to take place. But I am curious, to my other bladder cancer warriors out there that follow me, have any of you had genetic testing for bladder cancer?